Chapter 1. The Sacrificial Lamb on the Billboard. You are standing in the rain, staring at a 50-foot billboard hanging off the side of the MGM Grand. It's the promotional poster for Apex Combat Syndicate 84. The main event is tomorrow night. On the left side of the poster is Jackson the Savior Sterling. He is 22, undefeated, with a smile that belongs on a toothpaste commercial and a right hand that supposedly hits like a freight train. On the right side of the poster is you, a 33-year-old veteran with a receding hairline and a record of 20 wins and 12 losses. Your name is spelled wrong. Your face is literally half covered by shadows. The casual fans look at this poster and see a classic veteran versus rookie storyline, a passing of the torch. But you don't see a fight poster, you see a corporate invoice. You are the B-side, the designated survivor, or more accurately, the designated corpse. The promoter didn't hire you to win a fistfight. He hired you to be an expensive prop in Jackson Sterling's highlight reel. Chapter 2. The Anatomy of a Hit Job. You don't realize you're the B-side right away. They wrap the insult in a very attractive financial package. 3 weeks ago, Julian Cross, the head honcho of ACS, called your manager directly. Julian offered 60 grand to show, 60 to win. That is double your usual rate. When a promoter offers you double your market value on 3 weeks' notice, he isn't being generous. He's paying a premium for a guaranteed outcome. Let's look at the matchmaking mechanics. Jackson is a kickboxer. He throws spinning kicks that look great on television, but his wrestling is an absolute joke. So, who does Julian Cross hire to fight him? Does he hire the Russian grappler who will take Jackson down and bore the crowd to death? No. He hires you, a slow, aging boxer with a suspect chin who will stand right in front of the kid and trade punches. It is a stylistic execution. They analyzed your weaknesses and realized you are custom built to make their golden boy look like a superhero. They are buying a knockout, and you are supplying the chin. Chapter 3. The Psychology of the Broom Closet. The realization fully sets in during fight week. The promotion doesn't even try to hide it. At the press conference, the media asks Jackson 20 questions about his future title shot. They ask you one question about your flight. Today, you checked into the arena for weigh-ins. Jackson's locker room is a luxury suite with catered food, leather couches, and a massage table. Your locker room is down a concrete hall next to the freight elevator. It doesn't have a bathroom. It has a folding chair and a cooler with 4 generic water bottles. This is deliberate. It is psychological warfare. They want you to feel small. They want you to feel like a guest in the opponent's house. If you believe you are a secondary character in their movie, you will fight like one. You will subconsciously accept the loss before the bell even rings. Chapter 4. The Bear Trap Contract. But what if you pull off the upset? What if you catch the kid with a wild left hook and put him to sleep? You'd ruin their plans and become a star, right? Wrong. Welcome to the options clause. Hidden in paragraph 14 of your bout agreement is a standard industry trap. It states that if you defeat their contracted prospect, ACS holds the exclusive right to extend your contract for 3 additional fights at your current pay rate. If you win, you don't get free agency. You don't get to leverage your victory for more money. You become their property. Julian Cross traps you at a discount rate, and he will systematically feed you to 3 other killers until all your hype is completely drained. The system is mathematically designed so the house never loses. If you lose, you are discarded as planned. If you win, you are financially enslaved. Heads they win, tails you lose. Chapter 5. The Ecosystem of Protection. Don't forget the ecosystem around the cage. The referee and the judges are technically independent, but they know who pays the bills. They know who the promotion wants to win. If Jackson accidentally pokes me in the eye, he'll get a stern warning. If you accidentally graze his groin, the referee will dock you a point instantly. Close rounds won't go to the veteran with the receding hairline. They will go to the kid who sells pay-per-views. You are fighting the opponent, the referee, the judges, and the entire promotional machine. It is an insurmountable hill. Chapter 6. The Epiphany of a Hitman. You sit in your broom closet locker room, listening to the crowd roar outside. The panic starts to rise, but you force it down. Despair is an amateur's emotion. You are a professional. If you are a prop, then you need to act like a prop that costs $1 million to replace. You realize your leverage. Julian Cross spent $2 million marketing this specific fight. The entire arena is packed to see the coronation of Jackson Sterling. If this fight falls apart right now, 2 hours before the walkouts, the main event is canceled. The pay-per-view buys plummet. The investors riot. They think you're a desperate journeyman grateful for a paycheck. They are about to find out you are a mercenary holding their multi-million-dollar asset hostage. Chapter 7. Locker Room Extortion. You don't put your gloves on. You tell your cornerman to fetch Julian Cross. The ACS staff panics. You don't summon the promoter. But 5 minutes later, Julian walks into your miserable locker room. He smells like expensive scotch and impatience. "What is the problem?" he barks. You look him dead in the eye. "My back just spasmed. I can't feel my left leg. I'm calling the commission doctor to pull me from the fight." The color drains from Julian's face. He knows that if you tell the doctor your back is out, the fight is legally canceled. There is no backup fighter. "You're trying to shake me down?" he whispers, his voice trembling with rage. "I am diagnosing a sudden medical issue, Julian," you say calmly. "However, if you amend my contract right now, waiving the options clause, and guarantee me a flat fee of $150,000, regardless of the outcome, a miracle might occur. I might be healed." He looks like he wants to murder you. But he is a businessman. Losing $100,000 is better than losing millions. He pulls a pen from his suit and writes out a legally binding addendum on a piece of ACS letterhead right on top of the water cooler. You sign it. You just doubled your pay and bought your freedom. "Get your gloves on, you parasite!" Ugh. Julian spits, storming out. Chapter 8. Dragging the golden boy into the mud. Now it's time to fight. You walk out to a chorus of boos. Jackson Sterling dances to the cage, looking like a god, soaking in the adoration. The bell rings. He expects you to stand in the center and trade, to give him the spectacular knockout he was promised. You do the exact opposite. When he throws a spinning kick, you don't block it. You step completely inside it. You grab him. You push him against the fence. You bury your head under his chin, and you just hold him there. He tries to break free. You stomp on his feet. The crowd starts to boo. They want a karate movie. You are giving them a 15-minute exhausting wrestling match in a phone booth. You don't try to knock him out. You try to make him look terrible. You turn his showcase into a boring, grueling slog. Julian Cross is screaming from ringside. The commentators are awkwardly trying to explain why their phenom looks so ordinary. Jackson is breathing heavy, frustrated, swinging wildly, and hitting air. You survive the distance. Jackson wins a unanimous decision, of course, but there is no highlight reel. There is no viral clip for social media. He won a boring, ugly fight. You walk back to your miserable locker room with a bruised face, zero hype, and $150,000 of guaranteed, unoptioned cash. If they bring you in to be the B-side, you can't play by the rules. The system is rigged to crush you, so you extort the promoter, ruin the show, and walk away richer than the guy who beat you. Keep your hands up and always check the fine print.